jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my move.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Tannehill on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Aaron Jones scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. This is caught by Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me a touchdown, Cowboys!
Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Tannehill throwing again. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action, Tannehill. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Touchdown, Packers! Tim Patrick, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point safely through, and that'll make our score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action, Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position, one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Oh, look at the juke. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Monte Nicholson picks it. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing is Stafford. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
22! 22!
They'll try the right side with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
McCann's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They snap it to Tannehill. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there. Back now in Arlington. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From the 27, Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
McCann's kick up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. We kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it... Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference.